Yeah.
Hi, Hannah.
Hello.
Um,
How are you?
I'm all right. How's it been with you at your end when it comes to supporting families during lockdown?
You know, it's been it's been good, I would say, because we've had a good number of parents who really were struggling so much, and the littles, well, I wouldn't say little, but the support that we provided in terms of webinars, giving advice, giving support and strategies, it's really helped some of them to cope, not really tipping on the edge. For ourselves, I think it's taking a lot out of me, my time, my preparing, taking a lot of problems and stresses.
Exhausted.
Exhausted, yeah, because you have your own problems to sort out, and then you have to take the stresses from other families, try and support
Mm-hmm.
them. So yeah, it's been difficult, but it's been really great and successful. It's been successful, so that's good in a way.
Do you
What
think that
what
what?
about you?
Sorry, I was just good. I think for me it's been very frustrating because a lot of the support that was not put in place before lockdown has put a lot of challenges for me. But I think even though I had the pneumonia, I think that was the breaking point where I thought I was going to die. People didn't realize I was in pain. I was in agony. I mean, you was online with me. You was WhatsApping me. So you saw the pain that I was in. But it just
Yeah.
shocks me that even though after recovering to go out shopping, to be told one per household, I thought it was shocking because I was told I couldn't go in with somebody to help me. Um, my children, basically, even though they're teenagers, the lack of support when it comes to them just understanding basic emotions. It's like I still had to get on with it. If I didn't get the support from the Lambeth Autism Committee members, down to even you, down to some of the godparents that have come and helped me, down to the church community coming to help me, even a lot of the Second Voice members, the ones that, you know, behind closed doors, they'll say, Vanessa, are you okay? And I think that if I didn't have that push, I think I may have given up, but I just got to give God thanks because that's continued giving me my strength. But for me right now, I'm just very concerned about, I had to make a very drastic decision to just lock off from certain social media now because it's getting really frustrating when you see a lot of negativity because of what happened in America with George, the racism that is coming from all different directions. And I can see where the issue lies is that nobody's really didn't want to talk about racism, and now it's being put to the forefront. So when you see leaders talking about racism in a way to cover their job, it's not right. And when you've got your child saying, Mom, I don't understand what that person said, or you see an autistic person basically experiencing how they feel about racism, a lot of mixed messages are getting out there now. And I think it's important that we have to look at race, especially for our Black boys in particular, because if, like on Monday, going on London Transport in particular, and these families, young people don't want to wear a face mask, it would affect anybody. But because of the stigma, because of what's happening to a lot of Black young boys, we
Yeah,
know.
the standard threats of being arrested or saying that they're
People
breaking
don't
the
talk
law.
about these things. They don't. We know. I know. I've seen for 12 years raising awareness about autism. I've had a lot of white families that have, whose young boys have been put in prison or they've been sectioned. But when it came to the Black community, they kept very quiet. The Asian community, they're quiet. But because I am a Black mother, I have to speak it for what it is. I have seen the discrimination. Yes, I've had discrimination, but I've had it from both areas. The Black community, the white community, the Asian community. But I'm just there to say, until we can just see it for what it is and don't get distracted. And I think there's a lot of distractions, a lot of confusion, I keep on saying. And right now we just need to have I want to say peace, because at the moment there's no peace. Everybody's at warhead. Everybody wants to prove a point. I'm not there to prove a point. I just want to get
Well, that, of course,
solutions.
that's true, because if you look at the autistic family, you've got so much on top of your head. So you can't really add this one on because you have your children there constantly. You need to sort them out. So you have additional problems more than any other family. So I think it's time for us to get contained and look after ourselves and our families. Yeah, and I think there's
I
another thing
mean,
I would say, that we need funding. We really need funding for all the good work that we are doing, which is not out there as much as we need. So we should work on that and see how good that
I
would
know,
go.
I know. But thank you for supporting me. I want to say it publicly because people don't realise that you've been with me for a long time.
I know.
Amanda's there, Sandra's there.
Mm.
As I said, without the two of you, I don't think how I would have managed. And I think with the Cassandra Centre, Paul McKenzie with Groom Safe, you know, having certain organisations that are joining the dots, it's made a big difference because, like I said, we can't do it on our own. We should be able to come together. And I'm just grateful that even though lockdown has had its pros and cons, but for me, I was able to see the gaps and see that there's a lot of families still are suffering for whatever reason because they didn't want to come forward. But we've had so much positive feedback of what we're doing, and I'm just grateful that, as I said, 15th of June, we're going to see some changes, you know, in regards to all these rules that are coming in, but they're not clear still because of the information. There's still not looked at it from those who may not be able to read. Yes, they may have visual information, but are they gearing it to those who've got special needs? Because it's not just about autistic people as well. It's those who've got specific
Neurodiverse.
disabilities. Yeah, it's people that can't read, right? Those who basically, who just struggle, who may be even visually impaired, who are not
Yeah,
getting
I
information.
think
So
someone
we've
is
got
here.
to come in. So what I do is we'll stop it there and thank
Okay.
you for the session, okay?
All right then. Thank you. Thank you
All right.
too. Bye.